shit. Take two. So I had to do my second take. I didn't think that sound was coming through. I gave it a little bit more for y'all. Alright, it has been a busy, busy week in Cattle Prod's life. I've been potting different herbs. Wife wants them, and apparently they're like deterrents for varmints and deer. So not only are they tasty, but they keep certain animals away. You put them in pots, stagger them around your garden. It's supposed to keep them away. I'll let you know the efficacy of that later. Tea in my Indian mug. Indian motorcycles. The Brits got something right with tea. I still like my coffee because I'm an American. A man. But I do like tea. Tea time in the afternoon. It's hotter than shit. It's not even hot. It's not even that fucking hot, but it's been so cold that it gets into like 80. It's like, woo! Shit, in a few months it'll be 90 and I won't even care. What is this? So glad you asked. It's this. It's a Human Parasite. That's kind of a cool name. Proud to build the insidious catastrophe. Gotta love those long-ass titles, man, dude. I love that shit. We're on my track 5. Track 5. Perverse pleasures and barbaric torture. Oh, hell yeah. Perverse tortures and barbaric torture. Perverse. Whatever. It's them. They did it. They're doing it. Lyrics. It's like a pig squeal, but I'm not a big fan of the pig squeal when it's overused. I guess when it's like that, when it's just kind of like as an emphasis. Just get ultra low. Yeah. Yeah, it's got some good jams on this, man. I figure if you like Putrid Pile, you probably like this. Putrid Pile's good. Got these good groovy parts. Catachan, heavy bolt. Nah, I didn't drill out the barrel. I know some people do. I have 3 of these, a squad of 3 of those. Missile launcher. Yeah, little ammo crates and shit next to it. Yeah, always take little extra bits and shit like that. Try to stick them on those large bases, kind of busy it up a little bit. I like how the dude's poking his knife into the ground. I don't even know what I was thinking there, but it looked cool. He got his camo rifle there, his digging tools and shit. Hell yeah. That sounds horrific, whatever that was. Yeah. Oh, hey. My wife is awesome. She bought me Faith No More. Got me this bundle where it's like the first, all their albums, like the first 5. So I had to spend War Pigs and Into the World, those last 2 tracks. Ooh. That want some non-metal that I think metalheads ought to be aware of. You ought to be aware. If y'all not aware of Faith No More at all, first 3 albums for sure. Well, I said the first 3 albums with Mike Patton. But definitely check out the Chuck Mosley, the previous albums. He had an album without Mike Patton and then a bunch of albums with him. The ones with him are really good. Mike Patton. What is it? Real Thing, Angel Dust, Fool for a Lifetime. Yeah, it's this one, Fool for a Lifetime, then Angel Dust. Angel Dust is amazing. If you're a metalhead and you do not know Faith No More, Angel Dust, you need to fix that shit. That shit is life-changing. Life-changing album. I like that snare. That snare doesn't give a fuck. They got that from Devourment, but still cool. Some groovy shit. Brutal and groovy. I like that. Gotta be brutal, but groovy. Gotta be able to dance to it. Can't believe I just said that. I gotta be able to dance to it. If I'm not getting in a groove, that's not true. I listen to Incantation. I don't really dance into that. I don't know, I like the Doom stuff too. Droning Doom. But like Incantation and Mortician, obviously I love her slower stuff. Slower they are, the better. Slower and lower, the better. Coffins. Sacrifice the Evil Spirit. Oh, that's some lovely Doom, but there's a groove to it. There's a groove to their Doom. I think that's important. I think when bands go flat out Doom, it gets boring. It's just like, we're just playing slow. I mean, yeah, to an extent, I like them. Gotta have a groove too, man. Gotta have a hook. One of the greatest death metal songs ever written is Hammer Smashed Face. There's a fucking hook there. There's a fucking groove to it. Cannibal had that. Well, that early Chris Barnes era. Oh, Mark Chaos, you are Australian. I called it. I chat with, if you're still listening, I chat with some Australian dudes on Twitter quite a bit. Now, when I say Australian dudes, they don't listen to metal. They're like outback dudes. Outback dudes with badass phones. And, man, those are some, I saw a video of one of those dudes. He was all white hair, had his white fucking beard, his button-down shirt, it was all his chest exposed and his button-down with the sleeves cut off. He was so fucking Australian. And he was like, oh, so anyways, and he was just talking about what he was talking about. And he had this fucking sick chest tattoo that was faded as fuck, but you could still make out what it was. I was like, damn. I thought it was just chatting with some dude, and you're like some outback hoss. Wow. That's a cool motherfucker right there. They're like, oh, you're cool. No, you're cool. Wow. That's love. That's respect, man. That's what's up. That's what metal is all about. That's what everything should be about. Love and respect. Unless you're a punk or a bitch, it's shit at you. But not a punk rocker. No. Punk musician, he's cool. It's like, okay. That's I guess what a bitch. Tatachan need to roll around in their Torox. An early one for me. I tried to do like white and green, kind of offset, so it's not all boring green. I just call it a racing stripe. So, not much to it. I didn't know what to do to it. I just paint it, look good. I found this chrome at a hobby store and I thought that would look cool. It kind of does, but I didn't use it for any other models because it's not an acrylic. This is an acrylic, which is sand-based. It's enamel, I think, which is kind of like a chemical. And then you got oil-based. I don't think this was the oil-based. I think it was the chemical. So that chemical one will destroy brushes. So brushes tend to be a one-time use on that chrome, but it actually is chrome. Sort of. I don't know. I thought it would look cool. I put it on a few models. Tried it on some Necrons. It didn't really have the look, considering how much it costs, how much you have to use, and what it does to your brushes. So, yeah, the Necrons, you can't see them because I stripped them and then re-primered them and painted over them. So, I don't know if any of those Necrons still have the chrome on it. So, and like I said, only a couple of them looked good. The rest of them just looked shiny, and it just didn't make the eye do what it should have done. You live, you learn, you try. You try. That's what's important. You just try. You don't have to. What about? Oh, but I'm not good at it. Hey, man, sometimes you're not good at things. Carpentry. I suck at carpentry. I can do pretty much anything else with my hands and tools and shit like that. Don't give me something to saw. I'll fuck that up. Give me electrical and plumbing. I got you. So yeah. What else we got? Well, anyways, Human Parasite. Let's bring that back up. That long ass title on it. Proud to build an insidious catastrophe. Proud to build the insidious catastrophe. The insidious catastrophe. So, y'all, I had a busy week, like I said, with all that shit. Had to go do some shit. My mom needed something, so I decided I would do her work and mine, and we just went together. So we did a bunch of shit, and she wanted to hey, let's get some lunch. I'm like, let's keep working. Well, common sense prevailed when we stopped for lunch. Stopped at this really nice pizza joint we got in that one county where I'm really popular. I didn't see many cops on the road, but I did run into an officer of a different jurisdiction in plain clothes. I was with my mom. He was with what I presume was his wife. Or girlfriend, I don't know, but he was with a female. Quite beautiful female. She was stunning. So, damn, good job. I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. Damn, good job. Anyways, we just looked across the restaurant. We had just sat down, and he was beginning to sit down, and we just kind of looked over, situational awareness, looked at him, and he was like, now, we've spoken to each other before. We know who each other are. We agree on a lot of issues. So it's kind of a mutual respect there. So I went over to him and shook his hand. And he shook back. I thought that was completely respectful on both of our parts. Hey, how are you? Pretty much all we wanted to say to each other. I mean, we know what the other one is thinking by now. We really do. So, and that's respect, y'all. That's respect both ways. That's respect both ways. I know who he is. I understand that. He knows who I am. He understands that. Neither one of us look like we're changing the other's mind anytime soon, but while we're not enemies, we're not exactly allies. Allies of convenience. We have bigger fish to fry, and we both agree that these other issues are more important than our issues. So we put our issues down until the big issues are dealt with. Then when those big issues are dealt with, and they will be dealt with, we will have to deal with one another. So I think it's good that we still offer the respect. Guys, that's a big thing in this world. You can like that, you can hate that, but you gotta understand it. If you can give respect to people that you, like I said, you have differences. But if you can just, we're gonna sit here and eat our meals. Good to see you. You know, and that's important. Because later down the road, if things get hairy, hopefully they won't go to blows. And that's another thing, if we can prevent any kind of intense hostilities, that is the most important thing. I think two people, could be anybody, two reasonable people, good upstairs, they're not loco. Two people should be able to sit across from each other and hash out any arguments or ideas. And if you can't agree on something, at least you can agree to stay out of each other's way. I understand what bothers you, you understand what bothers me, let's just kind of meet somewhere in the middle. I'll do this, you do that sounds good. Hey. Now, is that going to guarantee a friendship? A complete alliance? No. But it builds a respect. And that's, once you have that, you can build something else. Now, it's not a guarantee you will build the other thing, but at least you have the foundation. And that's important. So things to think about when you want to go out there and cause some chaos and cause some havoc. And I've been doing it for many years and causing a lot of problems for a lot of people for a long time. I do run into cops and they're like, where are you living these days? And I tell them and they're like, oh, that's not my jurisdiction, thank God. And they will literally be, thank God, or they have some equivalent of, whew, you're their problem. I'm like, glad you think so. So, it all comes with a cost. And one of those costs is kind of, being respectful of who you need to be respectful to. And there are people you need to be respectful to, especially if you're going to be truly doing the crime thing or going outside of the law in places. You got to realize there's a pecking order of criminals because there's a pecking order in prison. You might wind up there. And if you're paying your dues on the outside, and greasing the wheels, and showing respect on the outside, the theory is when you go inside there, it should be easier. Again, that's the theory. You start doing certain things, some people don't want to deal with you anymore. So you always have to be careful of whose toes not to step on. And that's a big one. And I'm not going to tell you who these people are, but there are people I definitely pay respect to. And when they step up, I step down, or I step back. Like, Apex over there, man. Apex over there. That's y'all, man. I'm just, because to them, I'm a tourist. They're doing it hard, and I'm kind of a tourist, just doing what I'm doing. But I've been in the game long enough that, I know that. They know that. They know that I know that. They're like, do you know that? Yeah, absolutely. This is your show. I'm a headbanger. I'm a metalhead. At heart, I'm just some anarchist fucking metalhead. I like my fucking garden. I like chilling and reading books. At the end of the day, that is me. I'm gonna listen to metal, gonna read a book. Check on my garden. So if there's any young bucks out there thinking, oh man, we should really organize and unify, be careful, because you can always invite in the wrong people. That's what happened to the skinheads back in the day, back in England. The skinheads weren't racist. They were just working class guys. They were just guys in England who were white, because they were in England. England is a white country. Don't get me kicked off YouTube for saying that, but it is. But then like the National Socialists moved in and stirred them up and then caused all the problems, and then they went throwing that hand sign that nobody likes. Post-World War II, there was still some animosity on a lot of sides. Oh, I'm almost done with this. That's a sick read right there. Y'all, if you're into metal, fucking read. Cormac McCarthy, No Country for Old Men, amazing book. And this one is very sick, but there's a big vocabulary in this one. A lot of Spanish words, and if you're not savvy with the Espanol, it's going to throw you off. But you have a Google, you have a smartphone. So, there you go. But you will spend a lot of time looking up words, because I damn sure did. I have a good vocabulary, I was still looking shit up. Metalheads, read books, educate yourselves, man, learn. About anything. I like reading it. This is fiction, but it's based in reality. I think it actually is based off actual accounts, but there's some creative liberties in there. So, Chuck Palahniuk, that Fight Club guy, fucking read Fight Club. Oh my god, you want to fucking blow your mind? Read that one. Yeah, the movie's cool, but like read the book. Is that out? That album's over. So we're talking about Fight Club again. Damn Catacham. All right, man. Well, that's 20 minutes. Okay, so you listen to Human Parasite. Proud to build the insidious catastrophe. I don't know. Song titles and names are goofy, but it's got some good banging songs on there, man. Well, anyways, I'm Cattle Prod, your Appalachian warlord. Remember, it's not voluntary, it's tyranny. Later, y'all.